Well, y'all, we've been working on this thing. This is I think it's a 99, 98, something like 99. But it's a Jeep Wrangler Sport 4-liter. It runs good, but the frame is like just completely toast. So, it's a friend. He's a neighbor up around the corner way and stuff. So, it's pretty rotten. Also, if you look, he don't have no brakes left. They're gone, and the drums are shot. So we need to put new brakes on it to help him. And then it has a Bluetooth upper control arm, pretty much, because it's only connected on one side. So that whole upper control arm is not even on there. So see, it's like the whole, there's part of the frame right there. So anyways, we got the sway bar end link is undone. We got the brake line undone. We've got the lower control arm unbolted. We got the crossover bar undone. So now we need to kind of pick up all this stuff and go around to the other side. So and then we're just doing this. It's taken me just to do those 3 bolts. It's taken us almost an hour. So I didn't think you wanted to watch an hour of us doing all that. But now we got it kind of figured out of what needs to come undone, which way, and what needs to be first. So anywho, Gregory, grab them tools over there. Grab that impact for me and that wrench, that big wrench, and Gregory's kind of helping me today. So see, this one's Bluetooth too. So that's the upper control. That's the frame. It's like non-existent. So we got those. If you see them brackets on the other side over there, those brackets are to they're frame repair kits that they make for these things. They're a little wider on the width of the bracket because it is a piece that overlaps the frame. So, but it basically goes from here to here, and as you can see, somebody else has worked on this before. So there's some diamond plating in here. We'll have to cut that back out, and we'll take these off. And like I said, the inside, like, look, here's part. This frame is just rotten, and then these are rotten up in here, and they got to be done too. His little piece of metal that went up to his hanger, it rotted off, so we'll weld him one back on. So, but also got the drive shaft disconnected, and that's a 5/16, and it took them off. So today it was, on and off throughout the day. With this heart attack, I'm so weak. I want to help my friends out, and I want to do my hobby on my hot rod over there, the old Rambler, so, but it is just kind of what it is. So let's get to taking this side off real quick. Gregory, did you bring me them tools, son, please? Alright, so now we got to take off the lower control arm, the sway bar end link. Let's do it first. Oh, okay. Get that up on there. So I don't lose it, I'm going to stick it back in there. Now we're going to have to cut them brackets off up here that this attaches to clean the inside of that frame. And I may even have to cut that muffler off, but see how bad that is? I can stick my whole hand up inside the frame. But we're going to cut this off right around. This won't be easy to come off because they did not weld that very good at all. Look, Gregory, right there. I don't know how well that shows up, but that's like, I don't know. That was like a mouse welded it. And what in the... It put anise all over it. I bet you these brakes are shot too. Where's that big old giant hammer is clear over there. So, all right, well, we got that loose. Now let's swap back over to I'm just out of breath. All right, now we got the spin in there. I like to make it spin inside, like the bolt spun inside. I like to do that because that way I at least know that I got that bushing knocked loose. And if not, at least I know I broke that bushing sleeve loose inside. So, and then I can fight it out. Sometimes that's the case, but there we go. And then we'll go ahead and just pull that one out because that axle's setting on the jack stands, ain't it? No, it ain't. But that was too high. Setting on there good enough. Next thing we need to do. Hi, lady. Hi, old girl. Go in the house. Go inside. Lady had to come and say hi. All right, Gregory got me the hammer slammer. Okay, now those two things are on. Yeah, them brakes are shot too. Don't breathe that asbestos in. Yeah, them brakes are shot too. Now, good thing he only takes us. Now, this Jeep is not really roadworthy. I mean, it could be made roadworthy, and when I'm done, it probably will be. But like the motor mounts are rusted out. Like I can stick my fingers in the side of the stuff. So, you know, like right here, you stick your finger in and stuff. I mean, it's just a cheap Jeep, but it'll get you there as long as you do the stuff that at least is the safety things. Like, you know, upper control arm deletes where the axle goes like this, and that's no bueno. So now we need to get this off. Let's move this back here at least. Close enough. That was I think that's a 16. Here's a 17. Yeah, that's a 15 actually, probably, or 16. So, all right, let's get the shock off and we'll be right back. Just go ahead and stop it. All right, Gregory's jack, man. So go down just a little bit, Gregory. We'll see if the springs and everything fly out since it's a 4-inch lift on the stock A-arms or control arms. Slowly, see what happens. Okay, stop. This side is stuck. I'm just trying to get here. I'm trying to get up in there. Why don't you come out your hole? You know, I had a lot more strength a few months ago. Can't even hardly lift my fat butt up no more. Yeah, it's just stuck. I need a bigger crowbar, Gregory. Can you go get me a bigger crowbar? Them springs are pretty much loose, so there's nothing going to kill me. But I want to get this right here at least pop loose inside. It's just been on there so long, the rust is connected to the rubber. Oh, okay. So Gregory was so kind enough to go get me a bigger bar. And that's just all I needed was a bigger bar. All right, go down just a little bit, Gregory. See what happens. I'll hold it. You can turn it down maybe a little bit one-handed. Oh, I'll do it. There we go. Well, that one, that whole bucket top bump stop decided to do a I'm not home anymore. Let's just remove ourselves. So I don't think that's going to help my friend out very much. Even his spring perch is bad. Alright, well, I've got some news for him. We're going to have to probably replace them at least. I don't know if we can clean that up enough to get some new metal in there or help. We're just going to have to do some major framework. More so than he was expecting. Okay, so that side I see is going to be a turd over there too. All right, that control arm over there is stuck. Let's get it behind that lip. All right. Have to go over and get that one. So. This is the hardest part, is the getting up and down anymore. But let's go to the other side. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's get this. Hold on a minute. I gotta. There it goes. Wait a minute. I want to get the spring out there. If I can. Ah, there we go. You get that one? Pull towards it. There you go. Thank you, son. All right.
Which way?
Hold on. I gotta move my tools. You came outside just right at the time. We're gonna just slide it. Let's just slide it forward off the jack, and then we'll move the jack, and then we'll just pull it back out of the way. Hold on, fingers. All right. Actually, that'll work for now. We'll leave it like that for now. And then I got these little doodads right here that we're gonna put up underneath there. But you know, the bad thing about it is he needs new spring perches. Looky there, that's pinching his fuel line. How you like that, Timmy?
This one's the same way.
I know. It took the center out of that one. Well, good thing is they do make those online as new pieces of metal that you can buy. So, all right. Well, I'm going to take a break for a little bit, and then I think I'll start grinding on cleaning up everything, removing all this old stuff, get rid of this bracket, delete this, clean that up. I'll leave the corner, this main part, as much as I can so I can see where they're supposed to be. But being that he put a 4-inch lift on there, they should be clocked back a little bit anyways, about an inch further back. But he also should have longer control arms. So, all right, I guess Is it lunchtime yet? Let's go take a lunch break. So we'll be back after lunch. I was like, man, I could use that for a stand. He was like, better take it. He's just gonna scrap it. I think what we'll do though, just as a safety precaution, leave this underneath. That air hose would ever shut up. And we need some light. So, oh hey, yeah, show you guys my light. I made this little light. It's got like these little petals, I guess, is what because I made it look like a droopy flower. So, cardboard. This way now I can weld. So I should be able to see everything I'm welding now. I got to finish welding this up because that's our replacement. So that's our replacement bracket that's going to fix all of our upper and lower control arm unions, and then this is the sway bar mount. So, but what we got is we're going to cut down this, and we're going to take this bracket off, and then we're going to clean up on the inside. So, and then we'll weld that bracket on. So let me get to doing something here, and I'll get that cleaned up. And so, okay. There's got a little piece of metal in my finger. I'll have to dig that out later now. So I got that. I did this in like 2 pieces. So this piece of plate was a patch that they did before, but they didn't clean up none of this rust. And if you just leave that, water is just going to keep coming in this hole, weeping out, and just continue to rust it out underneath the patch. So you can see where they grind it out to about here or so, and then it was rusted back up to about that, but it wasn't rusted back up underneath there too far, except for one spot down through here. So, but that was there, and this was there. I cut this piece off first. It really wasn't connected nowhere except for right here, and then down the angle iron. So, I mean down the diamond plate. So then I cut up both sides and then scored a line, brought that on. And now this lip has actually got some weakness to it. So I could just take the air hammer and go up like that, but I'll probably just grind it off with the flap wheel. I mean, it is quite big, but I need that all cleaned up. That other piece I got goes up there quite a ways. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. So, because that thing is pretty much full height frame, and I can't weld up there unless I lift the body tub up, and I don't plan on trying to take that. All right. Get you back so you're not getting all blasted with sparks. I don't want to go so far as I get into the frame, but just burn. Sometimes you just gotta use everything. Okay. Now that's loose. Now I could use about right now. I could use here, let's see, get you. Right now I could use a plasma cutter. If y'all would like to know where my plasma cutter is, go visit Peace and Grease. I was going to upgrade and had every intention on upgrading. And then I had a heart attack. So then I didn't upgrade. But I gave my plasma cutter to my buddy Tim, you know, my new buddy Tim, up at Peace and Grease. So if you haven't, go check them out. Go check out Peace and Grease. I'll got a sticker on the wall. I'll show you. Well, I went and got the Sawzall and cut that off. Forgot to push record. So, anyways, got to get the back of that cut off the Sawzall. So let's see what we do now. Alright, so now what we'll probably do is just bend that bracket back and forth and twist off the whole underside of the junk frame. Now, we'll have to cut that side off too. Alright. There, one lower control arm delete. The upper one's going to be easy. Alright, so I got all that other stuff off of there and cleaned up. And you can see how bad that frame was. There's holes everywhere. So, yeah, I'll finish getting cleaned up into this pocket and then this. And then I still got those two brackets on the inside. The one that holds that. And then this thing is just rotten too, so we got a couple more of those coming. They should be here tomorrow or Wednesday, most likely Wednesday or Thursday, knowing the way our mail runs. So we'll and today's Monday, and it's already taken me a couple hours to do this. So I got a hole in my head too, or I bumped my head earlier, but I think that I'm gonna take a break for a little bit. Go eat lunch and stuff. It's already 11:30, so I might as well go in and rest up and eat some lunch, and then maybe we'll come out and get that thing finished welded up and put up into place. And we'll probably do what I did yesterday and just went in for lunch and then I quit. So hopefully I don't do that again. But we did go fishing yesterday for a couple hours in the afternoon. Didn't catch but a couple bluegill and some green sunfish. So anyways, all right, we'll be back tomorrow. A lot of videoing already to get to this process, but I just thought I'd give you guys an update. So where I'm at right now is I need to cut this stuff out. See right here? I need to cut that out. And I was like, man, I really wished I had a plasma cutter. I did. I gave it to Tim Miller over at Peace and Grease. I'm telling you what. I told him I didn't use it for almost a year, and now I just like I've been needing it. I was gonna get another one, and it's no, you know, I'm not downing that I gave it to him, but it's just funny that you always you're like, oh, I don't use it, and then you're like, well, I'll sell it or give it away, and then when you do, you're like, oh man, I need that. But this ain't nothing a grinder can't do. Just take your time, be easy. Like I said, I had a heart attack. I'm getting my breath back, so that's at least a good thing. It is hard to do stuff. I get exhausted very easy. So, but with this, we got this unit. Like I say, we're going to put it up in there, and I got to finish grinding up that. We got new perches right there. So, gas tank is over there, and we did just do that. So that was a pain in the ass trying to get that gas tank down. It took me literally a week of trying to get them nuts off of there because they were so rusted, and I will show you why. Look at that pan. That's the old pan, and then we got a new pan that was off my son's Jeep, off Tim's, and he put an armored one on, so luckily there was that available for Isaac. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So kind of what I got going on is we're working on that piece, and that's what I've been doing. I haven't been doing much of anything else. I've been doing a couple hours, maybe in a day total. So like, work a little bit, go inside, rest, work a little bit. I just got done resting, so I'm coming back out here to do this. But I wanted to get underneath here and kind of show you real quick and give you an idea of what I got going on. So like I said, remember Peace and Grease. If you want to see my plasma cutter, go check out Peace and Grease. He's got my little plasma cutter because I was going to buy a bigger one. But then I had a heart attack, so that didn't happen. Well, anyways, let's see if I can get my fat ass up underneath here. Let's go down with this a little bit. All right, so let's see if I can get underneath here. Make sure I got everything. I got that. I got this piece to mock up because I'm not going to put it in yet. I have to get the welder out. I need to cut this off. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to show you real. Like I said, I'm not going to do no real work. Ow. Sometimes when you're in a wheelchair, you just gotta fall to the ground. Be careful. Like I said, if I had a lift, my fat ass wouldn't get on the ground. So now that I'm on the ground, I'll take you guys back out. And we're gonna show you what we got going on. Get some of that. All right, see if I can. I need a place to grind here. We're going to the floor. Going to the floor. Ow, that was my head. You gotta be careful when you hit your head after you have a heart attack because it puts your ass on blood thinners. Put in your head, David. All right, so see that? That's Rusty. See that? That's Crusty. See that? That needs to go bye-bye. And then that needs to go bye-bye. And then that needs to go bye-bye. Because it's all crap. And then we'll put the good stuff up in there. So, but I got to finish grinding this right here and finish grinding this right here and then finish those right there. And then that side will be done. But I got to clean up all of this right here, and I got to get that bolt out. If I can't get that bolt out and that bolt out, I'm going to go whack and then whack and cut that out. If I had a plasma cutter, I'd go shh, shh, shh. But I don't have a plasma cutter. So you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a cutoff. Fuel line's right here. And yeah, look, there's still a little fuel in there. So we got to be careful with that. As far as I can tell, everything else is buttoned up. Now, here's the thing is, we also got to do it to this side. Now, I eliminated that perch, but here is the upper control arm, and that's what's left of it. The other side's the same way. So, it's kind of, and then I only broke off, look at here. I only broke off one bolt. That's all I broke off was the one bolt. So we'll get that bolt pushed up out of the way, hopefully we could get it out of there. If not, he's going to hear a damn rattle. But I'm going to take another one and a carriage bolt, and I'm going to square it off, and I'm going to stick it up in there, and then I'm just going to weld around it, and that'll hold it good enough. And then I think we'll be fine with that. So that's kind of what I got going there, fellas and ladies. So anyways, my fat ass is going to try to get back in my chair. I'm going to go take another little break. And then I'm going to come out here and grind the shit out of this. And we'll see where we get. I got me a new big old thick flap wheel. These Tiger Big Cat by Wheeler. See if I can get you on there. That's what I use because they seem to last the longest. And now they are like $7. But, you know, it is what it is. The other thing is I'll probably cut that exhaust off too. So that's kind of where I'm at for right now. Okay, so like right up in here, let's see if we can get close enough. So like right up in here, you can see that that's really bad. So I didn't, for some reason I didn't film getting that off. But what I used was, I took a grinder and right where the welds was, I scored. And then I took my air hammer, and that's one I got at a garage sale for like $5. So, and it's an Ingersoll, which those are the ones I like. So, anyways, this is like rusty crusty. As you can see, there's some stuff there. Let me get a hammer. So, there's some crust. Oh, my head was getting in the way of that. No, maybe not. But anyways. Usually that heavier rust, you can smack off with a hammer like slag. So if you don't believe me, just that little bit of beating I did took all of that was up there, and it was like right here, it was really thick. Whoops. Get right there, it was really thick. So what we'll have to do is we're gonna have to plate that. So we'll have to plate that in, which means I'll have to cut it out. There's nothing left there. I can stick my finger. I mean, I can move the metal right there just barely, but it's just in that one spot where all that crap was sitting. So on them original ones. So see, now here's the new ones, and as you can see, these new ones got this. Well, the old ones were cut down and back and up, so you could get. They just want to be able to get to this nut that's in, or this hole in here for the bolt. So what I'll do is I'll just clean that up and I'll place the bolt there for the bump stop is what that's for. There's a big old long bolt, but I got to make these pieces because the original ones are so ate up that they're not worth it, and I found them online, but I'm not going to pay $30 a cup. I mean, my friend don't want to pay $30 a cup. So, because whatever I spend, he's paying me back. Just because that way I can get the parts. But anyways, I'll put this up instead of being here, because his spring was at one heck of an angle. So instead of being here, I'm going to put him like right here. So, and I may turn that around to where. Nope, that puts it too far back because it was right there. Yeah. The problem was the spring. This was like this, and the spring was down. So this needs to be more level because he's got a 4-inch lift. So, I mean, if I just did that, I want to move it back a little bit too. So if I just moved it back that little bit, see, it goes from angled like this to angled like this, just in that short distance. And I already checked on the other side where the crossover bar's at, and it seems like everything will work. So there's just enough room back there. It'll put it to the weld of the bracket on it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get the rest of this cleaned up and we'll be back. Okay, just to show you, this is a new flap wheel, and this is how fast it cleans it. Okay, I just ground that down enough to where some of that weld metal's still there, because we want to keep as much metal as we can. It's really thin right here. Okay, so here's my reckoning for leaving that there. The reason why I want to leave it is it gives me a guide to where they were, so I can move them back just a little bit and get to know that I have them in the right place. And the rest of this I'll clean up because it's got an undercoating on there and I don't want to clog this up so much. So I'll get the wire wheel after it and clean all the rest of this up with the wire wheel. We need to go from here basically to here, probably clean out to about right there. And then we need to clean this because of the hump. And we're going to have to do the same thing on the inside, but I think on the inside that tub is in the way quite a bit. But there is plenty of metal right there. I mean, it's solid on the inside. It's just right here on the underside. So what I may do is that bracket may get... what we may do is on this inside where that tab's at, we may just go ahead and cut this thing, like, you know, basically re-put a deal in there to where we can get up in there and keep cutting it to where I can weld, because I don't want to have to lift the tub up and separate the body from the frame. That's too much. So, all right, I'm going to get on this a little bit. I'll do the more cleaning and stuff like that, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we're back on this. It's been like 5 days since I said I was going in the house. Went in the house, things happened. Then the next day my son was here. We worked on some of his stuff. Then we went and worked on the boat. Then we went fishing out on the boat 2 days. First day we forgot the controller, so we didn't even fish off the boat. We fished off the bank. This for the trolling motor. The second day we remembered the trolling motor remote, but when we went out we fished for about 4 hours, had no problem. Then the trolling motor fell on us. Then the big motor failed on us. So we're back to square one, have to fix some things. The big motor, it ran great, it would only go into forward gear and not reverse. So now we're back on this. So what I've done is I've kind of made a pattern to fix all this rot that I cut out. Now, fixing this rot, this would not, I mean, this would be okay probably to drive on the road, but it would eventually crack and you would have to just gusset the crap out of this. So like I said, we're going to use this thing. So once I repair all the rust in the frame, we're still going to put this up over it. So I'm going to at least get this tacked into place. And as you can see, I kind of made this, I beat it, I got to kind of round it off. And once I get it in there, we'll be able to close it up and use the hammer and hit it and stuff and get it into place. And then hopefully, the only thing that seems like it might be, I might have to like clean this up and go back a little bit more, but I'm going to weld it up in there first. So let's get this welded in there real quick. Okay, now it's ready to go in there. And my helmet won't stay on because my hair got too long. I need to widen these gaps up in order to secure this. You're right next to the welder, Matt. It's probably loud. You're gonna turn off? Anyways, we're going to, there goes the welder. I'm going to weld up all of this and then get this up into place and stuff. Because probably could just take the hammer and get it bent up in there. But I'm going to use the clamps and get on a pair of gloves so I can pull without cutting myself. I do see that this needs to be split back a little bit more. The whole idea is to repair the cracked frame enough that when you put this gusset, you know, this piece up on there, that everything will be, you know, hold up for years and years and years to come, being double layered. So when I'm done with all this though, I'm going to paint it all again with that crap, and then right where it needs to be welded on this edge right here, where it needs to be welded on this edge right here, I'll have it back about a 1/4 inch, and that will just, it'll be what it is. So once you get that hot, it'll actually probably draw that paint back up in there a little bit. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you can see I got that all welded in, so you can see where my seam is at and stuff. And you can't leave that like that. Now, if you put like diamond gussets or just a plate gusset or something, you might be okay. But get up in here and show you. Like, see, I fixed all of this. So you can see where my patch is going right through the hole, right here and down and stuff. But now it's all fixed. So you could put, you know, diamond plates over that, you know, and what have you. And it would be, you know, suitable enough for a trail rig. But it would probably crack again. So that's why I'm sliding that big old piece up over there. So and I'm done for the day. It's too hot already. It's only 9:30. So I did start on the other side. Okay, I'm fixing to take this piece off. So this, ouch, that was still kind of hot. Dumbass. Anyways, trying to record and show you guys. But anyways, that part of the frame, that is just gone. So we're going to section over, back up and over like that. But for right now, we're going to section up and over. But for right now, we're going to go over and then cut this off. And we're going to replace this side with this piece right here like this. And then we'll track it up a little bit. We don't have to go up too far, but we'll this thing will probably get cut off somewhere in here, but you can see that that'll go right there just like that. So, well, I thought I was done. Hey, look, I got a spot on my nose. I thought I was recording there for a minute, but guess what? I wasn't. So, anyways, I went ahead and got it all done. As you can see over there, I got both sides. So, sorry you missed me welding them in, but I mean, it's just welding them in, so it is what it is. They're done. So now we'll put this rear end back in, but it's pretty hot. I think I'll wait until in the morning. I'll get that gas tank back in here, and that's another day down. So tomorrow we'll put it all back together and I'll be done with it. I may come back out here later, but I doubt it. We got to put that rear end back in there. So, all right. I'm going to take a break. I don't even know what time it is. So, anyhow, we've been at it for a while today. We got all this welded in, and I burnt my shoulder. Can't see it very well, but I lifted up against that. So, you got to watch what you're doing. And you probably shouldn't be welding with cutoffs on, but I wanted to get it done and it's hot. It is literally like 98 degrees. So, anyways, we'll get back on it in the morning and we'll make sure we film putting that rear end back in, and we'll be done with this thing. So, well, as you can see, we got the frame all painted back up and our stuff done. It's the next day. It's like 10:30, 10:20, something like that. But anyways, we got us a new hose for a fuel tank because the other one was busted. And we're in the process. We've been out here working this morning, and I did finish this up yesterday, all the welding and crap, and forgot to record. So, you know, just you get busy doing stuff. But then last night I came out here and painted it and didn't record it neither. So, I mean, it's just painting. Let me get down here on the floor and we'll get something. Oh. Okay, I hurt my leg. So I got this big old giant. Look at this. Look at that thing. Yeah, buddy, I'm telling you. Then a little bit of that black paint from all of this stuff. But I even got the shock mounts redone, and I put a find it here. There it is. I'll put a nut zert in where that bolt was, and we'll just run a bolt up in there. But we're fixing to put that fuel tank up in there, and I think we're going to slide it around the other way, and then we're going to shove it up in here. So, well, we got busy, and we put in the fuel tank, and Timmy was here, so we threw in the rear end. And we were all talking and BSing and forgot to record it again, but we're back to getting all this back together, and now I'm fixing to put this cup up in there, and then we can hook this shock up on this side, and I think we'll be done except for the brakes and putting the skirts back in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate Jeeps. They're rusty, they're crusty, and they ain't worth the shit. If you buy a Jeep, make sure you inspect it very well. And if it has any of this stuff, like right there, you know, you see that blistering through, get a close-up of that, Gregory. You see that blistering through right there? If it's got that shit, or if it's got this shit in here, like show this, no, come around over here. Now go up. Yeah, if it's got all that, run. I mean, run for the hills if it has all that. But anyways, this video has taken me a month and a half to do. And in all reality, it should only took a week. But with the heart attack, we'll put the bump stops in there when they get here in the fucking mail. That's either today or tomorrow. They were supposed to be in here today. Well, what time is it? 3:30? Let me see. Yeah, it's 3:30, so they ain't coming today or they'd have been here. Now, the only thing I got left to do is hook that brake line back up and bleed the brakes. After I do this, need to put this track bar back in there. Ouch, that was my pain freaking finger. Yeah, that's alright. Rub some dirt in it. I see, rub some dirt in it. Okay. Gregor, give me that, and you go around there and jack the jack up until I tell you to quit jacking the jack up. Get that. Hey, you're not doing nothing. Tighten the handle, dingus. Hey, looky there. One more pump. Okay. One more. One more. One more. Right there. Now, I'm trying to get this bolt and hold the camera off at the same time. We didn't record nothing, but we'll record getting this bolt in the sway bar. Maybe. Anyways. Let's see if I can get this bolt in the sway bar. Or, Not I said sway bar, I mean crossover link. Okay, go on some more. Like up. 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 I don't know why that won't go in there. It's just right there. It's all but there. Okay, now I need the shock for this side. See my new brackets up in there for my shocks right there. So there's my holes for it right there. Right there and right there. So I'm just trying to get this threaded there, get that there. Y'all, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to that bolt and then that bolt. Alright, well, anyways, once we get this up in there and get this shock on, we'll be done except for bleeding the brakes and stuff. So I think we're going to call it quits for today, and we'll be back at it again in the morning. It's just too hot. I can't wait for my Portacool generic cooler to get here. It's not a Portacool brand, but it'll work. So here's the bad hair days. Y'all go do something. I'm going to finish this in the morning, and we'll see you then. Yeah, if I was left-handed, I could do that. I ain't got the strength in that shoulder to do that. And I don't know where my fancy little cut pliers are at. Because I have fancy little pliers that grab these stupid things. Instead of using a regular pair of pliers. Hold it while you find your little clip ring. Hold them brakes up there at the same damn time. Put your clip ring on the right side up. Don't let everything fall off. Dang it. See, this sucks. I hate Jeeps. They just don't never just stay put like they're supposed to. Okay, other side. I freaking lost my train of thought for a minute. You know what I did? I stuck that on the wrong side. That adjuster for the E-cable. Oh, you stupid thing. You know, it rained, it got hot, it got flustering. This Jeep has been a turd, and I'm just so done with it. My friend's a good friend, and I like him and all, but you know what? I don't know why people buy Jeeps. Unless you go and look and make sure that thing ain't got no rust and stuff. Don't buy Jeep. You're gonna fight me the whole dang way, ain't you? Come on, dude. You're going on. Where'd my stupid doodad go? Fall out. Trying to do all this with 2 hands when you need 43. Ah, you son of a butt. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, I'm just so wore out anymore. I don't have the strength like I used to. Can't function like I used to. Get down past there. Okay. One's installed. E-cable still hooked up. That's in the right spot. Let's fix this. Okay, now that E-cable is suckered. Chinese parts anymore, man. I'm telling you, you cannot win for losing. I don't think they put enough bend on it there, Gregory. I think their lip was not folded enough. Because I got it now. And you know what I forgot to do again? I have a habit of doing that. Because I thought it was the other side. That's why. And these pliers are like the crappiest. Even though they say vice grip on them, they ain't worth the shit no more neither. See, I got a little screwdriver thing that's got a little hook and grabber dabber on the end of it. But if you get it just right, they go on like that. Oh, and she didn't like it. See, I had to threaten it with a screwdriver. It just come right undone. Alright, everything's up in the right hole. And that does not hit that tensioner. I think that tensioner's in there the wrong way. Alright. Anyways, we'll get that tensioner. I think it's turned around, but that's done. We gotta go find the rotor and stuff like that. But this, and then hooking up the E-cable, that is all we got left on this. This has been a really long process of getting my buddy's Jeep back to him, but I think we're just going to end this here. I didn't do the greatest job recording. I tried. We missed a lot of stuff, especially putting the rear end back in the gas tank. My son was here. My friend that owns the truck was here, and we were just, working on it and BSing, and things got away from us, and we just didn't do any filming or take any pictures. So I apologize for that. But I do appreciate y'all watching. This has been a pain in the butt, let me tell you. It's not just this. This ain't no big deal. This is just getting things right and, fighting stuff that, Chinese made anymore. So the other side went together fine, and this side will too. Like I said, we'll swap that out. We'll go find the drum, put it back on, get the tires on it, and finish the E-cable. So, and then we're done. That's all we got to do is hook the bracket back up to the 2 cables that go down to the single cable up front, and we're finished. So I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, it wasn't, the video is what it is. I'm just getting back into it. I got to get my mojo back. I'm lost. I'm lost, y'all. This heart attack, I'm lost. So, hey, I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Y'all be blessed. Take care.